Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Lakers likely to pass on reunion trade for $158 million star, insider. Los Angeles Lakers fans are still waiting for a big move this offseason, but it may never come. The Athletic's Jovan Buha reported that the Lakers are expected to be patient in making their next move. One potential trade that can likely be ruled out is a reunion with New Orleans Pelicans star Brandon Ingram. The Lakers insider noted that the Lakers are unlikely to make a move for Ingram or Utah Jazz big man Lauri Markkanen. Right now, a blockbuster deal, I just don't see it. I don't see the Lakers having enough for Lauri Markkanen, the analyst explained in a July 16, 2024, edition of the Buha's Block podcast. I've not heard of any interest with Brandon Ingram. So, I don't see them going for those two guys. Let's dive into the Lakers' next potential moves, and why Ingram is an unlikely trade target. Ingram is heading into the final season of a 5-year, $158.2 million contract. The Pelicans star appears to have his eyes on a new lucrative deal. The Pelicans, league sources confirmed to Yahoo Sports, have not presented Brandon Ingram with an offer near his full maximum contract, and there does not appear to be a true option for Ingram to find that figure around the league now that Sacramento landed DeRozan, Yahoo Sports' Jake Fisher detailed in a July 15 article titled "The New CBA Has Changed the Game, and Teams Are Adjusting to a New Landscape." The Lakers dealt Ingram to the Pelicans in 2019 as part of a blockbuster 3-team trade that landed Anthony Davis. Los Angeles has their own salary cap challenges without trying to add Ingram's next contract to the mix. Ingram started his career with the Lakers as the number 2 pick in the 2016 NBA draft. The forward spent his first 3 seasons with the Lakers. If Markkanen and Ingram are not realistic targets, where could the Lakers turn in the coming weeks? There were no shortage of rumors linking Los Angeles to stars like Klay Thompson and DeMar DeRozan. Lakers fans should likely have their sights set on less flashy moves for potential role players. There is still plenty of time for the Lakers to make a move this week, this month, ahead of training camp, early in the season or even closer to the February 7 deadline, Buha explained in a July 16 article what I learned about Lakers' patient offseason strategy and how long it might last. Waiting out the trade market could lower asking prices and reverse the league-wide reluctance to take on the contracts of Russell, Hachimura, Vanderbilt or Vincent. But the Lakers have made it clear they're not going to trade just to trade. They want it to be purposeful. They may only get 1 or 2 more swings with James and Davis. The bar for trading one of their first-round picks, let alone 2, is high. Joel Embiid uses LeBron James' age as example of why Team USA might not win gold in 2024 Olympics. What Los Angeles Lakers star LeBron James has continued to accomplish at his age is unprecedented, as the soon-to-be 40-year-old is still playing at an All-NBA level going into his 22nd season. James recently signed a new 2-year contract with the Lakers, which he acknowledged could be the last contract of his career. Until his play slows down though, it's hard to imagine LeBron calling it a career. He still loves the game so much that he committed to Team USA for one last Olympic run this summer. James led the way with an early commitment, and other superstars such as Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis and Joel Embiid followed suit. This is arguably USA basketball's most talented Olympic team ever, with all stars up and down the roster all committed to one goal of coming home from Paris with gold medals. In a recent interview with David Marchese of the New York Times though, Embiid cautioned that gold is not guaranteed for this group and used James' age as an example of why they could struggle. You look at the talent that the US has, but there's equal talent on other teams. And the talent that's on the US team, you also got to understand most of those guys are older. The LeBron now is not the LeBron that was a couple of years ago. So it's a big difference. Everybody would also tell you, and you can see for yourself, the athletic LeBron, dominant that he was a couple of years ago, is not the same that he is now. I think people get fooled by the names on paper. But those names have been built throughout their career, and now they're older. They're not what they used to be. Even though Embiid likely wasn't trying to take a shot at James, it's not really a good look to use that as a reason for why the Americans could lose. Through their exhibition games so far, LeBron has still looked exceptional from an athleticism standpoint. He is not putting up the big stats that he is accustomed to, which was expected with so many other stars on the roster, but he is still playing his role to perfection. On the other hand, Embiid has really struggled so far, looking out of shape. That has caused many to question why head coach Steve Kerr is not starting Davis over him. If Team USA does indeed end up losing, then perhaps that will be more of a reason than the age of James or any of the other superstars on the roster. Lakers trade proposal adds $48 million center in 2-for-1 swap. The Lakers' trade search for a big man continues, though the team, like much of the league, remains in a holding pattern on the trade front, for now. The Lakers are limited in what they can do because, for one thing, they have a full roster of 15 players and, for another, they are up against the dreaded second apron of the NBA's luxury tax. Head coach J.J. Redick has publicly admitted that the biggest hole in the roster is a bruising big guy, a player they can line up next to Anthony Davis in the middle. Davis has been the center for the Lakers pretty much since he arrived in LA in 2019, but he prefers to be a power forward. With that in mind, the Lakers have been investigating their options at center. One player who makes some sense and is considered to be available on the trade market, Portland's Robert Williams, who has had trouble staying healthy during his NBA career, but who is a terrific defensive big guy when he's on the floor. What's more, he is most definitely available. I don't think anyone on that roster is untouchable except maybe their young guys, one NBA executive said of the Blazers. They're asking for a lot for their pieces, and I think it's kind of a waiting game to see if the price comes down on some of those guys. But Rob Williams is on a good contract. He would be a huge help as long as you can keep him healthy. That would be the concern for the Lakers, or any team pursuing Williams. He has struggled with knee injuries throughout his NBA career, and played just 6 games last season before going out for the year with surgery to repair a ligament in his right knee. Williams has played an average of just 36 games per year since he came into the league. But when healthy, Williams can be a dominant defensive big guy. He finished 7th in Defensive Player of the Year voting in 2022, and averaged 10.0 points and 9.6 rebounds that season, also clocking 2.2 blocked shots per game. While he is not much of a threat on offense, he is an excellent passer from the post and a very athletic lob finisher. He has shot 72.9% from the field in his career. The Lakers could probably use a center who could also shoot a bit, at least to create some room for Davis and star forward LeBron James to operate. But perimeter shooting bigs are hard to find, and the Lakers would welcome Williams' defense. The hard part, though, would be putting together a package that would get Williams in a Lakers trade. He is in the 3rd season of a 4-year, $48 million contract given to him by the Celtics, before he was traded to Portland in the Jrue Holiday deal. If the Lakers are willing to send out Gabe Vincent and Jalen Hood-Schifino, a package that would hurt their guard depth, the money would work for a Williams trade. But the Blazers have been seeking first-round picks in deals for their players, and it is doubtful that the Lakers would give up one of the first-round picks that they have available in a deal for an oft-injured player like Williams. But if the Blazers view Hood-Schifino, who was the Lakers' first-rounder in 2023, as a de facto first-rounder, the trade would make some sense for both sides. Williams could be a huge boost, if healthy, that is. And you fan? What do you think of the situation of Robert Williams? Leave your opinion in the comments.